Hello, everybody. I'm Ryan. This is Notes and Numbers, and I'm here today to chat a little bit about how we can do duets online. Uh, I gave a presentation recently for the Seattle MTA about that and doing recitals online, and I organized it in part around the idea of there's sort of low-tech, mid-tech, and high-tech solutions, and with variant degrees of success and synchrony and all of that. Mostly we're, of course, fighting against the fact that things take time, sound amongst them. So when I make a noise over here, as fast as all of my machines might be, it's still not going to reach you in time for you to hear it coincidentally with whatever you then send back to me. So the easiest way, there are two low-tech ways, and I think of them really as lateral, sort of Gordian knot solutions. Not exactly solving the problem, but working outside of the problem. And the first is just take your headphones off, count in a few measures, two I usually do, not a few, a couple, and then play. And if you just don't listen to what's coming out of here, they'll hear it just fine. They may need to mute to keep anything from getting garbled, but it will work. And then there's even a fun element because you get to ask them, like, well, how did it go? How did we do? What should we fix? What did you love? And all these like fun questions that kind of develop that musical ear. So we're going to try it out. So I encourage you to sing along at home. I'm going to do a little Frere Jacques for you, and here we go. So, Frere Jacques, dormez-vous. I never remember these words at the end, but that's okay. Keep on singing. And then if you were really singing along, you would do the canon part, and you would come in after that. But you can presumably see how that would work just fine. And it is the way that I use the most in my lessons, actually. Another somewhat more complicated but still lateral solution is if you take a video recording of whatever it is that you want to play, and they could do it on a boombox or something like that as well. Boombox is stereo as well. But I think it's a little smoother if you send them a video of what it is you mean them to play with. Then they share their screen carefully, but I'll show you how in just a second here. And then they can play along with it, and it all arrives on time. And that way you actually get to hear how they're playing with it. You still miss a little bit of the accompanist feel of like adjusting as you go and whatnot, for better or worse. But you get a pretty clear picture of how they're doing. And it's fun. So as far as the sharing goes, I'll share and then share again so you can see the sharing I'm sharing. So you can see here, this little green button at the bottom. If I click on it, these buttons right here, all sorts of things pop up, and ideally you have your video open, and I think I've said this in a video before, it should just pop up right there, but either way, you want to click this Optimize Screen Sharing for Video Clip. If you go left to right, you have to click them both. If you just start on the right-hand side, it'll do it for you. And then you click share, and it will share the video, and you can press play, and ideally, if you don't already, you will have, I think it's up here, there's a side-by-side mode that you turn on for screen share, and that will let you see them and the thing they're sharing next to each other. So I made an example of this to share for that presentation, and I'm going to share it with you now. And it's me playing with myself in the sense of a duet. And I think it's pretty. It's just a little Faber arrangement of, I think, some waltz by Tchaikovsky. I hope you enjoy. And if you find this helpful, if you found this all informative or useful, make sure to like and subscribe. That way, I get motivation to do more of these, and then you find out when I do. So take care. See y'all soon. All right, we'll see how this goes. All right, we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and play the Sleeping Beauty Waltz from Faber. And I'm going to give myself a count in, and then hopefully I'm about to play a duet in real life for you right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and...